Friends, welcome to my workplace at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. Through this video, let us learn submarine chop, a technique to divide nuclei of hard cataracts. After making the incisions and staining the capsule with trypan blue dye, the anterior chamber is filled up with viscoelastic substance. In this case, it is 2% SPMC. And now watch the Rhexis, capsular Rhexis. With the help of a Utrata forceps, a capsular tag is raised, and this capsular tag is guided anticlockwise all around to get an adequate sized Rhexis of about 6 mm. Yes, let me repeat, it is about 6 mm. It should be a large Rhexis, not 5 mm Rhexis, at least 5.5 to 6 mm. And now, with some more visco, now hydrodissection is done with the help of a 27 gauge cannula and BSS. Small amounts of fluid is injected at multiple points. The nucleus is tapped and the nucleus is mobilized gently. And once the nucleus is mobilized, we may have to do hydro again if it doesn't move freely. Once it is free, again attempt is made to rotate it, and it is free now. And now the antechamber is filled up with 2% hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose, and then the tip of the Phaco-needle goes in with its bevel down, bevel towards the lens mass. And now some superficial lens matter is aspirated. And now the handpiece is turned to make the bevel up. And now the tip is buried just in front of the main incision into the substance of the nucleus, and it goes through the nucleus towards the opposite equator. And as it reaches near the opposite equator, the chopper is used to get a nice crack. In this case, I am going again through a deeper plane, and in this case I have got a nice crack. Now I rotate the nucleus on 180 degree, sculpt and hold on heminucleus and separate the two heminuclei completely. Again, the tip goes through the substance of this heminucleus and it is divided into two large fragments. And now each fragment is tilted. The apex of these triangular fragments are tilted upward, and emulsification is started from the apex of these triangular fragments. From the very beginning, the ultrasonic energy is about 80%, 80 to 90% in continuous linear mode. Flow rate is 45 ml per minute. Vacuum is 450 mm of mercury. And on heminucleus is almost done. This is the another fragment of the heminucleus. It is divided into smaller pieces and it is emulsified. The epinucleus is also removed. Now it was difficult to rotate the other fragment. So it came out, and now I inject visco, and now I use two hooks to orient this heminucleus in such a way that the Phaco-needle goes in and gets the inner edge of this fragment. Phaco-needle goes in and it is engaged into the substance and it is chopped. It is tilted, energy is applied at the apex here, and the two fragments are free. And now this fragment is emulsified. And now the most important step, emulsification of the last fragment. At this time, we must watch the posterior capsule. We must keep the Phaco-needle at the central part, central 3 mm zone, and watch the behavior of the posterior capsule. If it moves to and fro, that is, if it goes backward and come forward frequently, then we can employ the IOL scaffold technique. And now at this time the Phaco energy is about 70%, flow rate is 30, and vacuum 300 for emulsification of the last portion of the last piece. And now cortical cleanup is done, and single piece monofocal intraocular lens is implanted in the capsular bag. Hydroimplantation done, so not much visco is there. The lens is dialed by the irrigating probe itself. And now the side port is closed and a final lavage of the anterior chamber is done. After this lavage, the anterior chamber is formed nicely. All the visco is removed, anterior chamber is formed nicely, and the case is concluded. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope this video will help you in learning submarine chop for managing hard cataracts.